Welcome, friends, to our Tuesday's practice titled Yoga Moving Forward. So for this month of January, we are exploring the water element. And so just to introduce the water element is yin by nature. So those yin qualities are cool, heavy, and restful. And then those yin qualities are balanced with the fire element, the yang qualities, that are the polar opposites. So that would be warm, light, and active. So the water element has quite a few things associated with it. So the water element is associated with two meridian pathways, and one of them is related to the kidney meridian, and then the second meridian is the urinary bladder. I'll just call it the bladder. So that's the meridian we're going to be focusing on for this month, that bladder meridian that basically runs from the tops of our heads down the back of our bodies, right down the opposite sides of the spine, down the back of the legs, and to the feet. So why do I take the time to tell you where that pathway is? Well, for this month, we're caring for our low back, but the meridian actually covers all of the spine, all of the whole back. So I want to remember that just because we're focusing in on this one section of the low back, we really have to do parts to the whole, like not to fragment ourselves off. Okay, so what is the other piece I wanted to mention? The very last piece for today is when the water element is in balance, we're able to connect deeply to our inner wisdom and then allow that inner wisdom to lead us forward and guide us in life. Okay, friends, welcome to class. I'm going to meet you on the mat. Right, so for props, maybe sit on a cushion or a blanket and have that 1.5-inch block handy or a blanket handy for later on in class. Okay, so come to a comfortable seat. And I have named this class Wisdom of the Body. So we're going to start with warming the body. Take your hands together and just simply rub your hands together. All right, I notice right away when I start rubbing my hands together, I hold my breath a little bit. All right, so just notice what happens to your breath when you rub the hands together. So let's call this a yang pace. It's fast. Okay, now pause and let's make it more yin. So just slide one hand down, maybe down the wrist, back up the hand, and over to the other wrist. Maybe start to nod your head a little bit. And then ease yourself into breathing lightly. Okay, release the movement, feel the length of your spine. Notice yourself as you breathe in. And notice yourself as you breathe out. Okay, one more. Just anchor into this moment, sense your pelvis anchoring down into the earth as your spine lengthens up, and feel yourself breathe into that length of the spine. And then interlace your fingers and then reach your palms upward. All right, so one of those things to take care of the back is to begin lengthening the spine. So maybe wiggle around a little bit, find a little space as you're lengthening those back muscles upward, or you're reaching your arms upward and lengthening your back muscles. Okay, pause as you're reaching. Take a full breath in, soft belly, and a full breath out, firm belly. Release your hands and float your shoulders down. Just allow your breath to be natural here as you relax your shoulders down. And then let's repeat that again. Interlace your hands, elongate your spine as you reach upward. Okay, once you feel your side waist lengthening and support from your core, back muscles elongating, take one conscious full breathing cycle. Soft belly, breathe in. Firm belly, breathe out. And then release your hands, relax your shoulders down. Just let all that sensation roll off the top of the back. And now let's release a little tension or rigidity that happens maybe at that upper back, at the top line of the meridians. Pull both shoulders upward. Breathe in. And then slowly relax both shoulders down. Okay, so this is a great place to tap into a mindful, the wisdom of the body. Just notice where the tension patterns are, any skips or hops or drops. And let's have one more like that. Just pull them up, breathe in. And a relaxed breath out as you release all of the tension. All right, that upper back, those trapezius muscles. And then once you've finished, take a full, complete breath in. Inhale, soft belly. Exhale, firm belly. Release that breathing pattern, drop into your natural breathing. Place the right fingertips on your right shoulder. And what I'd like you to do is start to swim that elbow backwards, right? So sometimes they call this movement kayaking. Right, so you're kind of making a circle with your elbow. All right, soften your face, allow your head to move organically. Right, so this is a good time to talk about the wisdom of the body. Right, so wisdom in the body, it has signals to let us know that everything's okay. Right? It also has signals to let us know we're moving into like red light territory. So as you're moving through these shoulders, make sure you're not moving into a pain cycle. Right? It's okay to notice sensation or discomfort, but that's very different than a pain cycle. Okay, relax your elbow down, take a breath in, and then take that right elbow over the midline, tuck your chin, and draw your rib cage back. So it's a little bit like a C curve over to the side. Pause for a moment until you can feel your abdominal muscles contract and that the muscles at the back body lengthen behind the ribs. And now let's breathe and move with ease. Inhale, lift up, lengthen your spine. Exhale, draw that elbow over the midline, little tiny side C curve. Breathe out. Okay, make this about connecting to your core. Two more. And then once complete, relax that shoulder down. And then nice and easy, left hand, kayak it back. And see if you can make the movement fluid, right? Connecting to that water element. Releasing a little tension. Finding a little ease. Okay, let that elbow drop down, and now let's connect to the fire in the belly. When you're ready, take a breath in. Exhale, draw that elbow over the midline, drop your chin, pull your rib cage back, complete your exhale. Okay, breathe and move, take a couple of rounds. Just warming the body with this movement. And the next time you rise up, release that arm down, and let's take the body directly down onto the mat. Okay, so we were talking about low back care. So as you ease your body down onto the mat, we're going to do a few of those Sarah Keys back care exercises. And the first one is knee rocking. So waterfall your right knee up to your chest, and then waterfall your left knee up. Place your hands on the tops of your knees. Okay, so sense the back body on the mat. Maybe relax your legs down, so make it a little yin. And then begin oscillating from side to side in a very small movement. Right, so that yin quality is restful. Right, so we're moving, but we're moving very slowly. And then tune into the wisdom of the body. Right, listening. Is the tension starting to ease? Okay, so she uses there's two exercises she uses when basically when your back is really kind of squally. This is one of them. And the next one is the reverse curl up. So we've done an option of this where your knees go out to the sides. You keep your upper back down, and then you use your exhale to draw your knees towards your chin, lifting up the tailbone, right? So using your lower abdominals to lift up the tailbone. And then when you return on the inhale, let the pelvis come back into neutral, keeping it out of a back arch. Okay, so that's an option. We're going to move on to another option if it feels good, listening to the wisdom of your body. Interlace your hands behind your head, keep your head down, and then use your exhale. Draw your knees towards your chin. Okay, so maybe you do a few supported, maybe you do a few behind your head, and let's see if we can do about 10. All right, so I've done about 3. Right, so no particular pace, just finding something that works for you. And then once completed, let your hands come out from behind your head if that's you. Drop your feet, waterfall them down, so right foot, left foot, and then grab a hold of that 1-inch block. Okay, so place, or excuse me, that 1.5-inch block. If you don't have that height block, you could use a folded blanket. Slide it underneath the pelvis. Okay, so her guidelines are core strengthening and spine lengthening. So we're going to begin lengthening the spine here. Start to walk your feet outward. So maybe even kind of rock your hips a little bit from side to side as you walk your feet outward. Okay, keep going. Okay, you're going to start to notice a little bit of sensation at the low back as you slide the feet all the way to the bottom of the mat. Right, at first the hip flexors can be a little grabby, so just give it a moment. Right, notice what is here. Is there pain here? If there's pain, you draw your feet back in. But if it's simply discomfort, just allow the psoas muscles to lengthen here. Okay, now let's add on just a little bit more. If this is quieted down, you can reach your arms overhead. And then let your body grow heavy here, right? Have that yin quality. Let the body grow heavy. Okay, now turn to noticing your breath. As you inhale, can you soften through your center? And take a relaxed exhale. So not adding any tension here, just a relaxed exhale. Okay, one more. Soft inhale. Relaxed exhale. And then if your arms are overhead, return them by your sides. Drag one foot in and then the other. And then lift off the block. And then we're going to come and repeat the very beginning. So waterfall your knees up. Allow your knees to oscillate from side to side, right? You might notice the movement gets a little bigger. Just releasing any tension that might have shown up in that back block exercise. That's what she calls it. Okay, choose your arm position. Let's do about a dozen of those reverse curls. Maybe arms behind the head, maybe arms on your knees, and begin when you're ready. Exhale to lift. Inhale to neutral, paying particular attention not to allow it to go into a back arch. Feel the strength in your core. And maybe just two more. And then when you finish, once again, waterfall your feet down. Pause in this constructive rest for a moment. Let all of that yang energy soften. Right? So just take a breath into your body. Feel yourself breathe. Okay, let's continue. Stack that right knee over the left knee and let your arms go out by your sides for support. Okay, so this is a somatic movement. It's a twisting movement. You're going to drop your knees toward the top knee side. So right knee is on top. Drop your right knee slowly out to the side, only going to the place where it's comfortable, maybe rocking towards the outer hip, and then rock it back into the center. Okay, and as you do this, you'll notice that the core will engage naturally to bring your knees back up into the center. And some other practices call this a sacral rock. Okay, release out, unstack your knees, drop right into the other side, and then drop to that top knee side. Right, listening to your body, not trying to force the knees down, just allowing them to drop, and then using your core to return. And then you may notice as you repeat this movement, it drops just a little bit lower with each repetition, no forcing. Okay, release that rocking, unstack your legs, interlace your hands behind your head. And let's do one last core exercise here on the back. Take a breath towards your navel. As you exhale, draw your elbows towards each other and then draw your elbows towards your knees. Okay, lightly firm your feet into the mat. And as you firm your feet, you might be able to feel yourself lift up a little higher, right? No worries, no rushing here. Just feel the sensation of the core. And then when you're ready to inhale again, open the elbows and lower down. Okay, so that downward energy is yin. When you're ready to exhale, draw those elbows towards each other. Move those elbows towards the knee. Energy moves upward. That's more yang. Okay, pause when you get at the top. All right, you're in dynamic stillness. Feel your core muscles. Just remember to breathe. And then when you're ready, ease your body down. Soften all the tension from your legs and your arms. And take a breath into your body. Okay, so from this place of stillness, we're going to roll to the belly. So roll to the belly. And sometimes I would say this movement sometimes is described as salamander or sometimes it's described as frog. You're going to slide your left knee out to the side, right? So kind of roll over to the right side of the body. Slide your left knee out to the side, and then let your body come down and let your hands just kind of sort themselves. You're going to figure out what's going to work for you. Okay, so once you've found the body position, inhale, press through your palms, lift your body up, and then turn your head to look towards that left knee. And then nice and easy, ease your body down, right? Let the head come back into neutral, maybe come all the way down to the mat. And then repeat that movement a couple of times. Keep adjusting your hands so that you find comfort. Inhale lifts, and you look over your shoulder, and exhale lowers. And just one more. And once you lower down, switch your legs, right? So draw that left knee back, roll over to the left side, and draw the other leg out. Okay, now you know where we're going. Adjust your upper body, your hands, and then lift. Turn to the right. Use the exhale, smooth your breath out here. So here's a great place to even your breathing cycle so that you slow it down. All right, as you inhale, ease into that little twist. Exhale, lower it back down. All right, so make this movement as yin as possible. Right, trying to find those qualities. Okay, once you complete 3, slide that right leg back, let your whole body come down, and then reach your arms behind you. So we're going to have one more back strengthener. So think about the whole of that bladder line, basically from the tops of your shoulders all the way down to your feet. Okay, when you're ready, inhale, lift your head, reach your arms. Maybe you can interlace your fingers and draw your shoulder blades together. Right? Maybe you can start to lift both toes. Okay, so you're in a very strong back strengthener. Locust pose. See if you can soften your breath. One more round. Okay, lower all that tension to the earth, and then we're going to shift the shape into child's pose. Take the time to give your body a little comfort. And then as you start to move into that child's pose shape, listen to your body, right? Notice the sensation in your body. Right, particularly that low back. And so mindfulness asks us to pay attention of what is here now in this moment. Right? So maybe you notice thoughts, feelings, sensations. What is the wisdom of what is here now? Give yourself that attention and take a breath. Okay, let's move from this relatively yin place into an active yang. So move the body into that all four shape. This one is a spinal flossing exercise by Stuart McGill. Turn your toes under, shift your tailbone back, lift your nose so it starts to have a little bit of spinal extension here, and then breathe in. When you're ready to breathe out, curl your chin to your chest and then draw your body forward as you're moving through a cat shape. As you shift into your place of strength, and then those are the shapes. Inhale, lift the nose, lift the tail, shift it back, breathe in. Exhale, undulate that spine forward, curl your chin to your chest, firm your arms. Right, so lots of core strength as you move forward. Okay, find your rhythm to and fro. Okay, the next time you shift back, drop into the wisdom of the body. Maybe you'll rest in child's pose, or maybe you'll join me in downward facing dog. Okay, so whatever spine lengthening posture you have chosen, turn your attention to the wisdom of your breath. Right? Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose. Okay, pay attention to the pathway of the breath. Two more. Let's join together on all fours. Let's stay in that strengthening of the core and the spine. Slide your right leg to the bottom of the mat. Take that left ankle away from the midline and then begin opening up into that side plank shape. Okay, and then once you found your side plank shape, maybe you keep your leg down and firm your leg. Right? Maybe you float the leg upward. Right? Taking care of the neck, turn the nose down towards the floor. And then make this dynamic stillness by isometrically engaging your leg muscles, your core muscles, your arm muscles. Feel the strength in your body. Okay, one more. Release this body strengthener down. Come back to all fours. And then drop into your natural rhythm of cat and cow. Just listening to the rhythm, the wisdom of your breath and your body. Can you give yourself full attention? Okay, the next time you shift through neutral, let's set up for the other side. Slide the left leg out, adjust your right foot like a kickstand, and then opening up into your side plank. Okay, give yourself a moment, no rushing. All right, feel the stability. And then if it feels right for you, float up that left leg. Release the tension from the neck by turning the nose down. And then make it yang by engaging your muscles. Right, so you can also think of that as bone health. Just contracting your muscles, wrapping around your bones. Right, feel your core supporting you. And take a breath in. And take a breath out. Okay, nice and easy, release out of the shape. One more time, take a couple of variations of cat and cow. Breathe and move with ease. And once you start to feel that tension release, let's make our way to standing. And then once you arrive at standing, let's come back to the whole of the body, the whole of the spine, as we move through a variation of a sun salutation. When you're ready to inhale, pull both shoulders up to your ears, so shoulders go up. And then when you're ready to exhale, bend your knees, drop your shoulders down, and move the body into that elbow shape. Okay, we're going to pause here, rest your upper body on your lower body, and then tune into the sensation at the low back. Okay, give the back time to lengthen. And then once you feel that low back lengthen, maybe you drop the body into a forward fold, right? So elongating the back body. Let this be yin in nature, right? So quiet. Let the upper body grow heavy. Okay, so we're going to come up the same way we came down. Put a little bend in your knees. Drop your elbows onto the big bones of the legs, those femur bones. Pause there for a moment. Notice what's here. Right, so if we slow down enough, we can actually notice what is here and what is not here. Right, so that's the wisdom, the understanding, so that we're responding versus reacting. Okay, nice and easy. Bring yourself back into that tall place. Lift your shoulders up when you get to the top. Breathe in and breathe out. Let's drop right into a little bit of yang here. And it's basically alternating stepping backwards. So step that right leg back, and it can be into a lunge leg or a warrior one leg, and then sweep the arms back. And then step forward. Arms come back into neutral. Okay, let's alternate. Step that left leg back, swing the arms back, and step forward. Okay, alternate, find your own pace. All right, go as fast or slow as your body will allow. Just notice what happens to your breath. All right, so we're engaging that sympathetic nervous system with arm and leg movement. All right, notice your balance a little bit challenged. All right, you might notice it's a little unsteady at times. Okay, the next time you step forward, pause there. So feel this tall place. And now we're going to slow the pace down. Inhale, reach the arms out by your sides. Exhale, step the right leg back into warrior one. Okay, pause here. Cross your arms one over the other. Grab a hold of your shoulders. Now take a soft breath in here. Breathe in. And then as you exhale, pull your shoulders down, engage your core. And then one more like that. Inhale, soften. Just let the whole body soften. Feel the breath fill. And then exhale, pull your shoulders down. Okay, let's release the arms, step forward. And then once again, alternate. Stepping back, swing your arms. All right, so yang is active, so consider this active. Take a couple more each side. And just finding a pace that's comfortable for you. Okay, let's get ready to slow it down. The next time you step forward, pause. Okay, elongate your spine. So find that tall mountain. And then inhale, float the arms out by the sides. Step the left leg back into that warrior one. Stabilize your legs. Cross your arms. See if you can cross them in the opposite direction. If you don't remember, that's okay. And now let's make it conscious breathing. Inhale, soften. Exhale, pull your shoulders down. Complete your exhale, engage your core. Inhale, soften. Exhale, firm. Okay, let's release out. Take a light step forward. Elongate your spine. And then let's return to that salutation. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, bend into a chair, shoulders down. As you move in through that elbow chair, just pause there, feel the back lengthening. And to just kind of soothing that yang energy with a little bit of stillness of yin. And then ease the shape downward. Right, so maybe you use blocks, maybe you use a couch. Just find the most comfortable fold that you can for your back. And now we're going to turn our attention to the right foot. Okay, so this exercise is from David Berceli. You're going to shift your weight into your left foot, and then you're going to lift the right foot behind you. So bend the right knee. It is a balance exercise as well as a leg strengthener. Okay, so notice. If you want to be challenged, and if the knees are comfortable, you can put a little tiny bend in the knee, lower and lift. All right, so if you have that busy energy, maybe that's for you. Or maybe you just simply stay here with me. Okay, notice where you feel it. Right, likely standing leg is a little uncomfortable. All right, so creating strength. Okay, take another breath in. And then lower that right leg down. Okay, release all of that tension. Let's take a floating breath in between. As you inhale, just float your back upward just a little bit so rib cage floats up. And then as you exhale, float the rib cage down. Okay, one more like that. Just let your floating in water coming to the surface. And then releasing downward. Okay, let's check out that right leg. Shift the weight into that right leg. Lift the heel on the left behind you. So I notice right away that my right leg is not as strong as my left leg. Right, to become wisdom of the body. What is the body telling you? And then if you're interested in that little challenge, you put a little bend in the knee, drop down, and lift up. Or maybe you simply stay here with me in stillness. Breathe. Okay, lower that left foot down. Take 2 floating breaths. So inhale, float it up. Exhale, release it down. Okay, one more. And then let's come out mindfully. Put a little bend in the knees, drop your elbows onto your thighs. Okay, pause there for a moment. Feel all the sensation in your legs. Okay, notice your back. And then let's continue. Inhale, draw your body up, pull your shoulders all the way to your ears, pull them up. And exhale, relax them down. Bring your body directly down onto the mat. And just allow your bones to settle down, releasing all of that tension in constructive rest. And then interlace your hands behind your head. And we're going to have 3 rounds of that curl up that we did previously. Okay, so when you're ready, inhale, soft belly. Exhale, elbows together, elbows towards your knees. Complete your exhale, go all the way to the end of the exhale. And then your inhale will ease the shape back down towards the earth. Okay, turn your attention inward to feeling your breath and your body. And then once you've completed that last round, drop your knees over to the left. Okay, maybe you simply reach your arms out by your sides as you ease your body into a twist shape. And then cultivate that yin quality. Just allow your legs to grow heavy. And the body to quiet down. And then when you're ready to release, draw your abdominals in to support your low back as you bring your knees back up into neutral. Interlace your hands behind your head. And then take 2 more rounds here of that curl up breath. Release your arms by your sides, and then ease your knees down over to the right. All right, just paying attention to the body. And then making any adjustments so the body's more comfortable. And then give your legs permission to grow heavy. Okay, use your core to support bringing your knees back into the center. And then last time, waterfall your knees one at a time. Place your hands on your knees, relax your feet down, and then be curious. Maybe you draw your knees closer into your body and do that oscillating movement. Or maybe you return to the knees further away. So look for the sensation that feels the best, that's giving you a little bit of release of tension in that back body. Right? So as humans, we hold our tension uniquely to ourselves. Right? So look for a peaceful place. Look for a place of comfort. And then allow the feet to come down onto the earth. Pause here in constructive rest. Feel yourself breathe in. And feel yourself breathe out. Okay, now tune into the wisdom of your body. Maybe you put some support behind the back of your knees as we move into that last posture of class. Maybe you can lengthen your heels all the way out. Right, listen to your body. And that yin energy is inward. So maybe soften your eyes and close your eyes. And allow your bones to grow heavy. Releasing the tension of the back body into the earth. And then begin to sense the lightness in your being, as if you were floating on the top of the water, in warm water, relaxed and pleasant. Just allow your thoughts, feelings, and sensations ebb and flow with the tide as you relax here for another minute. Take a deeper breath in your body and any movement that feels good. Just listening to what your body would like to do. And then maybe you join me with closing class with 3 chants of Om in a tall seat. This beautiful practice of yoga that allows us to make deeper connections to our wisdom inside. Okay, friends, formulate an intention to take with you. Prepare. Om. 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 The light in me sees the light in you. Namaste.